All right, strap in, because we're diving deep into this wacky world of anti-memes,
Anti-memes.
Yeah, anti-memes. We're talking about that book, There Is No Antimemetics Division.
Oh, dude, the title alone, that's just the beginning, man.
Seriously, just the tip of the iceberg.
Like, imagine a thought, right? But it's so sneaky, it just vanishes from your mind.
Oof.
Yeah, poof, gone. Like it never even existed.
Okay, hold on. Back up a sec.
What?
So we're not just talking about, forgetting where you put your keys, or, spacing out on someone's name.
Nah, man, this is way deeper than that.
We're talking about ideas that can vanish.
Exactly. Ideas that can make you vanish.
Okay, whoa. So, how does this even work? We're talking about a book here, right?
Right. There is no antimemetics division.
Yeah, there is no antimemetics division.
So basically, it all goes down in the SCP Foundation world.
The SCP Foundation?
Yeah, those guys.
Wait, those are internet horror stories, right?
Yeah, the good ones.
So this book is basically fanfic?
Kind of, but it's good fanfic, man.
Really good.
It takes this whole anti-meming thing and weaves it into this crazy story, man. It'll mess with your head.
My head's already kind of messed up, but go on.
It makes you question everything. What's real, what's not? Can you even trust your own memories?
Okay, but back up a sec. You mentioned this antimemetics division, right?
Yeah.
How do they even function? If they can't remember stuff, how do they even know what they're supposed to be doing?
That's the brilliant part, right? The book plays with this constantly. You got unreliable narrators, characters who are always doubting their own memories, and this constant paranoia.
Oh man, I know paranoia. But keep going.
You, the reader, are experiencing these antimemetic effects.
Dude, that's trippy.
It is. And then you got SCP-055.
SCP what now?
SCP-055. It's the ultimate anti-meme, Nobody can remember what it is or even if they've seen it.
So it's a hole in reality.
Exactly. A hole in reality that's always erasing itself.
Okay, hold up. My brain needs a minute to process that.
Take your time, man. It's heady stuff.
So, how do they even write about this thing in the book if nobody can remember it?
That's where the author gets really clever, right?
Okay, how?
They use these, fragmented memories, glimpses, little clues sprinkled throughout.
Okay, that's actually pretty smart, I guess.
Sure.
But hold on, you mentioned unreliable narrators.
Yeah, unreliable narrators.
As if this whole thing wasn't already confusing enough.
Oh, it gets weirder. Way weirder. But then you got SCP-3125.
Another SCP. You're killing me with these numbers.
SCP-3125. This one's a biggie. It's an antimemetic concept.
An idea.
Yeah, but this idea can consume other ideas, other realities even.
Whoa.
We're not just talking about forgetting your grocery list anymore, man. This thing threatens reality itself.
Reality ending stuff, huh? It's getting a little too real for me.
No, we're just getting started. We haven't even talked about mnestics.
What?
Mnestics, man. Think of them the antidote to all this anti-meme craziness.
Antidote, huh? So an anti-meme.
Oh, exactly. It's like a pill, right? It makes you remember stuff. Everything.
Everything. Dude, sign me up. I could use a little help remembering where I parked my car sometimes.
This is way beyond forgetting where you parked, man. We're talking remembering stuff that you've been forced to forget, stuff that's been erased from your mind.
Okay, so a memory reset button.
Kinda, yeah. But the thing is, if these anti-memes are so good at erasing knowledge, how do we even remember how to make the cure?
Whoa, dude.
There's a paradox for you.
Yeah, shouldn't the knowledge of how to make mnestics be the first thing to go? If anti-memes erase knowledge.
That's the thing. It's this crazy loop, and the book dives right into that. It's how can we even fight something that we can barely even grasp?
Man, that's deep. So these mnestics, right, they make you remember stuff, but how do they even work? Is it some futuristic brain implant or what?
Not quite. Think of it like a chemical compound, it interacts with your brain and counteracts the antimemetic effects.
So a mental firewall.
Yeah, something like that.
Like Norton antivirus for your brain.
Exactly. Protecting you from those nasty antimemetic viruses.
So you pop one of these domestics and bam, you remember everything.
Not exactly everything, no.
But all this does the anti-memes tried to make you forget.
It's more it brings back specific memories or lets you see things that were hidden before. It's clearing the fog in your mind.
Yeah, I get it. But it's not permanent.
Nah, the effects wear off eventually.
Man, that's got to be rough. Getting a glimpse of what you've forgotten and then losing it again.
It's tough, man. And that's what makes the characters in this book so interesting, They're constantly battling to hold on to their memories, their identities.
Wait, hold on. You're saying these anti-memes can mess with your identity, like make you forget who you are.
Absolutely. It's
And
like the ultimate mind control, right? You don't even know who you are anymore.
Dude, that's terrifying. I mean, I already have trouble remembering what I had for breakfast, but to forget myself, no thanks.
It's heavy stuff, man. And that's just one of the psychological effects the book explores.
There's more.
Oh, yeah. Imagine constantly questioning your own memories, your perceptions, like everything you thought you knew about yourself.
It'd be enough to drive you mad, wouldn't it?
Totally. It makes you think about, like, what even makes us who we are? Is it our memories, our experiences? What happens when those are gone?
Whoa.
Right. Deep stuff.
Okay, so these characters are dealing with memory loss, identity crises,
Oh, yeah.
and reality-ending monsters. How do they even cope?
Well, they develop these strategies, these countermeasures. They even weaponize the anti-memes themselves.
Weaponize anti-memes, isn't that, like, super dangerous?
It can be, but they use these, like, intricate rituals, containment procedures, exploiting the nature of anti-memes to their advantage.
Okay, I'm following.
Sometimes they even create these, like, counter-conceptual weapons.
Counter-conceptual weapons, what's that, like an anti-idea gun?
It's more like things that exist solely to erase other things.
So like fighting forgetting with more forgetting?
You got it.
Dude, my head hurts. This is like brain yoga.
Right. Stretching those mental muscles.
But at least they're fighting back.
Well, yeah, they're definitely fighting back. But remember, we're dealing with ideas that can just disappear, So how do you even know if you've won?
Whoa, mind blown. That's a great point. It's like, how do you fight a ghost?
Exactly. You never know if you're actually hitting anything.
Man, this whole antimemetic thing is really messing with my sense of reality.
That's the point, my friend. It's like taking the red pill,
Don't even get me started on The Matrix, man. I watched that movie like 5 times in a row, and I still don't think I fully get it.
But this book, it gives you those same vibes. Like, what if reality isn't what we think it is?
What if it's all just a simulation, man?
And the anti-memes are just glitches in the system.
Whoa.
Makes you think, right?
Dude, my brain is fried. I need a break. All right, so we've been, like, spelunking through this antimemetic cave,
Yeah, deep down the rabbit hole.
But let's, like, climb back up for a minute and get some perspective, right?
Right.
You mentioned this whole thing goes down in the SCP Foundation world.
Right.
And that's like a whole universe of weirdness.
It's like a collection of all the strange stuff, creepy, unexplained, all that.
So it's not just anti-memes.
Yeah, it's like everything. Urban legends, conspiracy theories, monsters, you name it.
It's like they took all the good creepy pasta and made it into a giant story.
Exactly. And the Foundation, they're the ones trying to keep it all under control.
Like the Men in Black, but for, like, reality bending stuff?
Yeah, something like that.
So how do they even deal with anti-memes? Like, how do you lock up something you can't remember?
It's tricky, man, but they have these, like, super specific procedures, rituals,
Find amnestics, right?
Yeah, amnestics are key. They help the Foundation guys actually see and interact with the antimemetic stuff.
So different menstics for different anti-memes.
Kinda, yeah. Different mnestics have different effects, They're used for different things.
It's like a whole science dedicated to fighting forgetting.
Totally. Imagine being a researcher in that field, man.
Must be a total mind trip.
It is. But that's what makes this book, There Is No Antimemetics Division, so compelling,
Yeah.
It gives us a glimpse into that world, the world of the people fighting these anti-memes.
It's like humanity versus forgetting.
It is. But here's a thought, right? What if the anti-memes aren't actually trying to hurt us?
What do you mean?
Like, what if they're trying to protect us, from knowledge that would be, like, too dangerous or painful to remember?
Oh, wow.
It's like cosmic protection, keeping us safe from ourselves.
Oh, yeah, that's deep.
Right. This book makes you think about all this stuff. The nature of reality, knowledge, even who we are.
Yeah, it's definitely messed with my head a bit.
In a good way, though, right? Makes you question everything.
Totally. So, to anyone listening, if you want to get your mind blown, check out this book.
Just maybe have some mnestics handy, just in case.
Good advice. And remember, if something can erase itself from your memory, did it even exist in the first place?
How would we know?
Man, that's a question for another time. I think we've reached peak brain fry for today.
Yeah, we've gone deep enough for one day.
Until next time, keep those minds open, and remember, sometimes the most interesting things are the ones we can't quite grasp.
The one's just out of reach.
Stay curious, folks.